Hi, this is Steph with Belladonna Dyes, and today we're going to make some red, white, and blue overall shorts. Start by smoothing everything out. Tuck in the pockets, check all the buttons, whatever you gotta do, get everything flattened out and ready to go. Now, I wanted to separate the overalls. There's a line right on the bib, so I wanted the blue to be on the top and the red and white stripes to be on the bottom. So I just followed that natural seam. I'm using sinew to tie this off. The reason why I'm choosing sinew is because I want to try to keep the blue from bleeding into the red and the white. What you see me doing here is I'm checking that sinew line. I want to make sure that it's really tight right up against that natural seam. Wrap the sinew several times, pulling it very, very tight. Now down here is where the red and white stripes are going to be, and we want the stripes to be horizontal. However, I'm making sure that each pant leg has the same amount of pleats. It's just the way my brain works. I like things to be even and uniform if possible. It's tie-dye, nothing is perfect, but I'm very tedious about this, and you'll see me do that. I want to have, if there's 3 pleats on one leg, I want 3 pleats on the other leg. Using the sinew again, and make sure that you wrap it around several times, pulling it very tight. This is where we're going to want the white to stay white. When measuring out my stripes, I took into consideration where, well, I'm going to be frank, where the crotch of the shorts were. I did not want to have red end up right there in that part, or just a little bit of it. So I made sure that it's white in that area, and then the red stripes don't start until the very tip of the shorts. These are things that you must keep in mind whenever you're doing pants, leggings, shorts, anything like that. You do not want a yellow spot, a brown spot, a red spot right there when the rest of it's other colors. It's just not a good look, you guys. I thought it would be super cute to pleat the strap part of the overalls, but I could not get them to stay. They kept going boing, just like the socks were doing to me. So I got super frustrated and just said, forget about it. I'm just going to scrunch them up with the front of the bibs. No big deal. This scrunch portion, I'm choosing to use rubber bands to secure it, but you could use kite string if you'd like. You could even use sinew. I find that sinew leaves the white lines, and I did not want that in this portion of it. Plus, it's a little more spendy, and I don't like to waste it if I don't have to. Yikes! There's green dye on my table. Oh, panic mode. Thank goodness it's only one tiny little spot and I don't think it did any damage. But you want to make sure you clean up your table in between dye projects, and I did not do that this time. Yay! Now the fun part, we get to add the dye. So I'm starting with using thick water because I want the white to stay white if I can help it. And what thick water is, it's tap water and sodium alginate. And I do have a tutorial showing how I make it. But what I do is I make a double batch, so that's 2 cups of tap water to a half teaspoon of sodium alginate, and you mix it with an immersion blender. And again, watch the tutorial, it's super duper easy, and I recommend it highly when you're working with white. Randomly squirt your blue dye on. When you get close to that sinew line, you want to slow down and pay attention. You want to get the dye near the sinew line, but you don't want to put it on top of the sinew line. Remember, the dye is going to creep. Also, I did not keep in mind that Bluebird is extremely powerful. It takes over everything. So if you're going to use Bluebird for your project and you want a little bit more white, don't go as heavy as I'm doing right here. Same thing when adding your red dye. When you get near that sinew line, you want to slow down. You want to get near the sinew line, but not on top of it. We also don't want that red creeping into the white. The red that you do see on the white is from the washable marker from when I marked out my stripes. I also want to mention that it looks like I'm going really crazy with the red dye. I'm not. I am going painfully slow. I have this sped up really fast to try to save on time. But you want to take your time with this type of a project. This is not something that you rush. So for instance, for those of you that sell your items, this would probably be something that you want to start making in May, so you have enough that you can sell in June so people can wear them in July. That's how long this took me to make. Flip it over and repeat everything on the back side. Even though sinew is wax covered and doesn't absorb dye, I don't like to have loose tails because if this does have any red dye on it and it gets bumped into the white, it's going to ruin my entire project. So keep your things nice and tidy. Oh no! The dye is creeping right before my eyes. You guys, you have no idea how frustrating that is to me at this point because I am hours into these shorts. Ugh, but you just have to keep going. Don't give up. It's been 24 hours and now it's time for the rinse out. And you want to start by using cold water and focus that attention on the white areas and then gradually increase your water up to hot and rinse until the water runs clear. From here, I take the project to the washing machine, and for this one, I did a hot water cycle using Synthropol and I washed it by itself. I don't want any other t-shirts bleeding onto this project. I do a second hot water cycle using Synthropol again. And then I do a third hot water cycle using Milsoft to bring softness back into the overalls. Then I put them in the dryer, then I iron them, and I come back and we will see our results. I just want to take a moment to say thank you to all of you that have subscribed. You guys watch every day, you leave thumbs up, you leave me comments. I really do appreciate it. You're helping the channel grow, and that helps this content get out to other people that are learning how to tie-dye. Also, to those of you that this might be the first time you've seen one of my tutorials, thank you so much for watching. And if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe. Leave a thumbs up. Leave me some comments. I really do appreciate them, and I try to answer every single comment. So thanks again, everybody. Well, here they are, guys. Here's our overalls after they've been washed and dried, and I think these turned out super cute. These are an extra small, so they're gonna be really cute on a child. I think I would even wear them if they were in my size. Take note where I don't have any red. See how important it is to not have red in that particular area? I wish that I had a little more white in the blue, but as I mentioned before, Bluebird is extremely powerful, so keep that in mind when working with it. It's a beautiful color though. So, I overall am very, very pleased with how these turned out, even though the red crept into the white a little bit. Once they're washed and dried, things have a way of just looking okay. So what do you guys think? Please leave me some comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, leave a thumbs up, Click the bell for future uploads. And remember, have fun tie-dyeing.